It's so pathetic that the country is losing millions of cedis due to under-recoveries.
About 9.7 billion.
I am impressed with the level of knowledge that the facilitator had displayed today, the deep research about how much we are losing because of certain inefficiencies and operational challenges.
One of the things I've been able to take away is to understand how we as citizens are paying for the mismanagement and the inefficiencies in the energy system. It's for the ECD to set up, it's for the PLC to take the full mandate of its responsibility and ensure that the ECG in its operations conform to the dictate of best practices and do wide stakeholder consultation so that we can curb some of these excesses in the system.
ACEP has gone down to have all the data right. One of the things that really struck me was the lack of accountability on ECG's part. Energy sector has been one of the places that we are really struggling with. All this while we were thinking that some people somewhere are not doing their job, but honestly, I think that they know what they are doing. And unfortunately, the effect largely lies on us as citizens of the country.
Before coming here, we were privy to many pieces of information here and there about how bankrupt our power sector is. After this engagement, we've been able to gain insights into the granular details of what really pertains in the sector, what sector players ought to do, what the state actor and that's government needs to do, and all other players to ensure that there's sustainability as far as our power sector is concerned.
So with the data at hand, I know I can talk more about some of these issues and then make sure that the right things are being done about it.
The debate around energy, power, and stuff like that are always a sensitive issue for our listeners. So if we media practitioners who happen to set the course for discussion, public debate around sensitive subjects like this are not quite informed, you can imagine the repercussions.
And I think that as media personnel, it is important to break down this kind of discussion to get the people to know and appreciate the situation we find ourselves. But how do we solve it? One is to keep doing this kind of education and getting the media to appreciate the challenge. So that when we hear doom saw, we will not be saying doom saw, but we'll be telling people what is contributing to the doom saw.
I can ensure that my viewers and readers are able to appreciate the information to make the informed decision, not just criticize based on shallow information, but deep-sighted factors. ACEP has been consistent when it comes to objective analysis of the energy sector. They have been excellent in bringing about discoveries, research and reports that has informed we, the key media players, to also objectively bring to light the issues that the sector has been confronted.
Maybe a better no na ECG for Kaniamu, Yedeka, and our Muntiminasicano, and Toddy or Mopase or Modi A, because Usumukakra. This is one I kind of crash. The better is of course, and in church, Buso the church, say so, Yapotline, a radio station, so I bet me at Shagana.
What ACEP is doing is very, very impressive. I applaud them for it. I wish that they continue to do the good work.
It is important that those who sponsor these activities of yours continuously help you to do so.
The workings of CSOs must be taken into very high considerations. If the proposals or the solutions being preferred by the Africa Center for Energy Policy has not been taken into account by the current administration, it clearly tells the intransigence of what the government has been. But going forward, not just the current administration, but government over the period should consider their relationship with CSOs as a critical one because they are equally important when it comes to nation building.
We should all come together to advocate for the financial sustainability of the power sector.